Welcome back to the afternoon session of the Law and Crime Network. I am Linda Kenney Baden. We have had some day today. I'm like, look at me, I'm even lopsided today because of all the activity we've had, you know? And some of the activity is still going on. That is the case where Brenda Delgado is on trial, death penalty murder case for the death of Dr. Hatcher. They both shared a boyfriend at one time, and you know the old story. Well, the woman then decided to have her, her competition killed, according to the state and the prosecutor's office. On the stand right now is one of the persons who was an accessory to this, who has already pleaded guilty and has obtained 35 years in jail, a pretty light sentence for a death. But she is now testifying against Brenda Delgado. This is Crystal Cortez. Okay, so as you have in most live trials, they are going to a sidebar right now. I'm trying to lean in. Can I hear all of us? We hate sidebars, right? When we're watching trials. Of course, when we're attorneys, we love sidebars, right? I'd like to introduce really quickly while we're in the sidebar, first-time guest Stanley King, just so our viewers can get a look-see at Stanley. Stanley's a major defense attorney, civil rights attorney in New Jersey, and you know, we all know how we love New Jersey, Stanley. Stanley, when you have a case as clear as this one, how do you defend it?
It's extremely difficult, Linda. I'll be honest with you, as you well know, these type of cases are extremely, extremely difficult. You hope and pray for the best, but you don't have a lot to work with.
Yeah, you know, so Joseph, you wanted obviously to have fingerprints because there was a baseball bat in the courtroom. I need Michael Bryan, you know, because I think the prosecution, as I said to you earlier when we were prepping, could just hit this out of the park. It doesn't matter whether it's a baseball bat, a softball bat, because, what is there otherwise?
I don't know. You know, there were several modalities talked about that they were using for death. Injections in the back of the neck, scaring her with a baseball bat. All of these variety of things. It was almost like a smorgasbord of forensic science. But at the end of the day, of course, they wound up using a gun.
Of course they wound up using a gun. And Stanley, here you already have the woman who was she pleaded guilty, plotting with Delgado to kill the former boyfriend. She took a 35-year plea deal, and you and I know that's a lot of time to do, and she's testifying. But they were driving around apparently in the local community and saying, okay, excuse me, could you help me murder somebody? Would you do this? Have you ever seen a case like that?
Well, this reminds me of many years ago when I first started practicing. I heard a judge once say, there is a presumption of innocence, but not a presumption of intelligence. This is a case where it's clear that there wasn't a lot of brain power use.
Yeah, you even got a laugh out of Joseph on that. The only problem is we laugh because we try to relieve our tension, but guess what? It's a serious, serious case and a traumatic one. On that, we're going to take a quick break so we can all get our thoughts back together and mourn Dr. Hatcher. Well, so one of the questions was, tell us why in this compass, you see this, we all have a compass on our phone. Tell us why it's a compass. Your compass points to Brenda Delgado, Joseph Scott Morgan. In your teaching and in your learning and in your education about crime school, can you teach why somebody would take $500? Here it is. I have it right here, $500. This is for my dog walker for the month, right? My dog walkers who charge me. $500 to kill Dr. Hatcher. I don't get it, Joseph. Can you explain it?
No, I don't either. And she's saying that her moral compass is calibrated as a result of this relationship that she has with this woman, that the benchmark for her is not just basic morality. You know, how can you take $500 in order to facilitate the death of this poor woman who, by all accounts is a great person, is a fantastic member of the community, and just destroy, and not just destroy her life, but everybody else that is associated with her. A very, very sad commentary.
Yeah, Joseph, we're going to be saying goodbye to you. Thank you very much. I have one real quick question for Stan, because we have to go to a hard break soon. Stan, she's in prison garb, albeit it's pretty good prison garb. Does that hurt or help the prosecution?
I think it helps the prosecution because obviously she's been convicted. I mean, everyone sitting there knows that that is not normal attire. They know that's prison garb. And if I was part of the defense team, I would have fought real hard, notwithstanding the fact that she's not my client, to not have her appear in prison garb because I think that taints our case and I think that taints my client.
Joseph, just before you go, because again, you're going to be leaving us, when you see someone like this, where life is so cheap, do you understand or have any idea what we can do about it? Because isn't that the big issue?
Yeah, it is. It is the bigger issue, and we see more and more of these ghastly cases every day. They always say that evil has been around, but you know, it just seems like it's just more pervasive now, and this is a fine example of it.
And Stanley, you're defending the system here, being a lawyer. You're defending her, but you may not like her, right?
No question. It's not personal. It shouldn't get personal. And you have a job. She obviously has a right to counsel, and you need to do your best job for her. That's what our system is about, giving everybody their day in court, and it isn't personal.
Yeah.
I'd like to just push back just 1 second, though, Linda.
Well, we're going to have to wait until we come back after the next break, Stanley. So when we come back, we do see that there is some movement happening, maybe in the Kellen Winslow courtroom. We'll either be back to Delgado or this. Please stay with us. The Law and Crime Network. I'm Linda Kenney Baden. You're the best, our viewers. Talk in the chat room.